I said, oh, it's Gina here, by the way. As I said, I think it's day 25. I have to check. I haven't actually checked yet, but I think that's what we're up to. Do this, sitting in your chairs. It's still the Easter weekend, kind of, but we're getting ready for Tuesday, which will probably things are. Okay, sit up nice and tall. I've used this top before. I have to reset now. I ran out of tops to wear these videos, so you'll see repeats now. Maybe the earrings will be different. Stop talking, Gina. All right, sitting up nice and tall on your chairs. We're just going to go over the Alexander. I'll get myself together. Let's just go over the Alexander technique. Sitting on your sit bones. Just roll the pelvis back slightly so that you've got a little bit of a curve in your back. You know that we don't want to tuck the pelvis under. And in fact, when I was learning ballet as a young girl, once I was a young girl, once upon a time. Hi Madeline, how are you? I used to say back then, the tail under. We always heard that, so everybody was tucking their tails under. It's not the best thing to do, as it turns out, because, hi Ornella, how are you? Because what happens is when you tuck your tail under, it locks the legs into position. And that's great if you're a gymnast or you're a dancer and you're upside down and you have to be upside down because positions, it's good to lock your legs into position. Or perhaps if you've got something like brain injury and you're just not going to be able to get up, sometimes it can be good, like they say lock there just to help people to get up. But for ballet, you need your legs to move. And for other movement, we need our legs to move. And that lecture on. So now in stance, we don't tuck our tails under. This is why we have a little bit of a tilt. Because when you think about it, our neutral spines do have a little bit of a, we're an S shape. Not an accentuated S shape. And that's what happens too. But the tucking the tail is a good thing. We need to have our bottoms there. Bottoms are there, aren't they? End up like this. We're sitting on our sit bones and we have our bottoms there. We don't roll our pelvis back, so we're scrunching our lower back. We don't want to hurt our lower back. That was a fly. We want to lift into it. So allow the necks to be free. I've talked about that for about 5 minutes. Allow the weight to go forward and up. To go forward and up. The weight to go forward and up, because if you're forward and up with the head, that messaging might be a little bit off. So allow the weight to go forward and up. Allow the back to lengthen. Really feel that spine lengthening. Allow the back to widen and allow the shoulders to fall apart. Allow the hip. By that I mean, don't hold tension in your lower back. Just start to be aware of the feeling of tension you might be holding in your lower back, which you'll feel stand up, so you can try that later. All right, let's just do a little bit of, we're going to do some leg movements to think, and then we're going to work quite a lot on back. The back is a great thing to work on when you're doing chair-based exercise, but we're going to just shift back a bit. These pants are a bit dark, aren't they? Oh well, hopefully you can see me. So we're just going to take one leg up and we're going to flex the foot, lift up nice and tall, point, and then the other side, up and lift up, point, and somebody else, I can't see from here, flex and point and down, up, point and down. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go up, turn out, don't twist the hips, just turn. You would just swivel it, so not so there, and parallel, and turn it out, parallel and down, And then we're going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. You can take it higher if you want to, but just do it gently. Don't kick them up here and this. The idea is that you're lifting up, so you won't need to lift it high because you're working to lift into the movement. It's almost like you're going, you know, you're not sort of back here, up and over it. All right. Finally, she puts the music on. Finally, Gina. Starting? No, it's not. Why isn't it starting? Oh, goodness me. Maybe I'll try that again. La-di-da-di-da. Why isn't it doing it? Song. This is weird. We might have to sing. No, maybe it's the internet. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Don't do this to me. Nah, it's not playing any of them. Maybe if I do this, I move it along a bit. Okay, sorry. It's just gone weird on me. All right, so up, da 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 da. And turn out, parallel and down. I'll try the music in again. Out, turn out, down. I think I should up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Sorry, there's no music because it stopped. I don't know why it stopped. Up, turn out, parallel, and I don't have time to fiddle around and try and find other music, do I? Maybe they cut me off. Up, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, so I might take this opportunity. Hi, Suzanne. You know what, Suzanne, the music stopped and I don't know why. I don't know why. So I'm going to just, I'll just try once more. Maybe it's, no, it's not happening. Oh, hang on. Oh, I think they're cutting me off. Let's do Sailor. Let's do a bit of marching. It can happen when you're live. Lift up, lift up. You might as well do some marching. I'll move my chair back so you can see my legs. All I'm doing with the legs is this. Back. Lift up tall. All right. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you? Jacqueline, the music stopped and then it just started spontaneously. What will we do with the drunken sailor? So what do you do? So try something else. It seems to have come back. Because I don't really want the drunken sailor. No, I don't want that. I can't have these ones. Maybe that's what happened. Joy. Oh, honestly, I really don't know what's happening. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's giving me stress. Let's work. We're going to put our here. Press the palms together. And now we're going to take our arms up. Backs of the hands together. Feel that in your upper back, can you? I hope you're not arching. I hope you're drawing the scapulae down as the wing bones. Put the palms of the hands together again. Shoulders falling down. Okay, now work it. Work it. But in a good way. Draw down. Lift up as though you're in water up to here. Lifting up. You can feel the squeeze under your bottom. Open. Lean forward. That was a shaky start, wasn't it? Happened to me when I first started, but I had to pretend I wasn't freaked out. Draw the wing bones down. Because I was on live, what could I do? I had to keep going, like today. Now I've got my hands here, and I'm going to go like that. And if you can't get there, that's okay. But just try and move your hand position just to exercise them, because how our hands can get there. My wrists are quite, I can feel, you know, like I need more exercise to. Okay, well, I risk trying to do. It's not quite right. I don't really know what's going on with it. Oh well. Maybe it's the internet. Maybe it's the internet speed. Well, let's just keep going, because I don't know. We're going to work our upper bodies, which we've done before. Now we've just laid down. Now let's just go over the whole concept of shoulders and the way people use their shoulders and the tension, headaches, and the humping that starts here. We're going to be stopping to think about our shoulders so much and try to put the core activation into the shoulder blades, because that's where core for shoulders is. So we're going to, which is different from squeezing them together, isn't it? So we don't want to squeeze them together, draw them down. So drawing them down, just like the interesting thing with this move is you're drawing the scapulae down, but you're growing in length as you do it. And if your arms are coming up, the scapulae are drawing down, and careful you're not doing this. And as you bring the arms down, or going up, going up. What's this? This is looking fabulous. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. You're lovely. Because I haven't got any proper music today, and it's just, you know, I like to do my best and music, I think, and have a backup. But anyway, we'll keep going. Thank you, Suzanne. That's lovely. All right, so drawing those wing bones down. So remember, we draw them down as our arms are coming up, and we feel that of our heads, like we've got that water fountain coming up through our spines and out the top of our heads. And up and down. Lifting up nice and tall. Oh, I got a love heart too. And up and down. Now hold. Keep lifting and down. Now you should feel your spine's really working. The muscles either side of the spine. Notice how the shoulders aren't involved. See? It's not this. It's not this. It's not this. you're sitting up, shoulders fall apart, and you're freezing a lot. Oh, I'm freezing. It must be the internet, Jack. It must be, I'm going to call you Jacqueline. It must be the internet because I'm having trouble with the music. The internet's been horrendous the last couple of days, and I didn't come on. Yesterday, partly because of that, and because I was having because of the internet. So I'm here today. So hopefully, when Easter. Right, so up we come again, and down. Right, so we've done that. I think shoulders aren't lifting, shoulders falling apart, and the activation is happening downwards. So you feel it going down your spine. But that one's a little bit difficult to achieve the feeling for, but once you get it, it's really good. You know, you'll go to get something off the shelf, and you'll go and more. You'll go like that because you know you don't have to use your shoulder. You know, like shoulder stuff we do when we're doing things. You don't do. And that way you look after your shoulders because our shredded, don't they? As we get older. All right. Our upper body spirals. What we're doing is we're imagining that we're on a perpendicular pole. Once again, that same concept. And this time we're going to be spiraling around. But what happens is something happens. See that? As I spiral to this side, which I think you're seeing it as your so that the hip pulls back. That's the first thing that happens actually. And then the spiral continues. Back shoulder back. The first thing that happens is the hip side pulls back and this one comes. You keep going, look over your back shoulder. And then the first thing that happens is the hip, and then you come around, and it's almost like the hip's leading it. And then the other way, the hips actually lead in turns in ballet. I can hear my little cat outside. She'll be all right for me. And look over the back shoulder, so you're feeling back round, look over the back shoulder, and then swivel the hips and look over the back shoulder. Is anybody else finding that I'm freezing on this screen? Jack said that I was freezing. I thought, well, I'm not cold. And around to the other side. Now let's do the arms. So it starts here, and we're just going to lovely and dance like, and then move the hips, heel of the hand. Doing this, you'll feel your whole body working. You're working your hips, you're working your back. So we could do this for 5 minutes. We won't. It would be an amazing workout. Now what has Jack said? I'm freezing a lot. Oh yeah, same comment. And heel of the hand, heel of the hand, dance movement. So just do this with your hips. So we're not doing this with our bodies, we're lifting up. We always lift into it. That's fundamental to what we're doing with this work. Okay, see that? What I should do is I need to have a CD player there for these times because the internet's going crazy. So I can rely on it, can I? For music. I've got a little player, I'll put that there. So just move that. Oh, I can really feel that in here. Can you feel that there? All right. it's very disjointed. Oh yes, it is disjointed. I know. It's disjointed. Anyway, rejoint it and we'll do the best with what we've got from now on, which is not for much longer anyway. All right, now we're going to do some upper body movements. Now we're going to shift to the side, shift to the other side, or Nelly, you've done it lots of times. You'll be an expert. Every time I see you at choir, I'm going to check you. I'm just going to say, oh, Nelly is a body movement. Now we're going to go forward and we're going to go back and forward, back. All right, let's do that. Should I more? I'll just try it to see if something comes on. Why not? Says you're free to use this music, but we're not going to let you use it. Oh, we got music. No. Oh, it's back again. Oh. Let's do a little bit of something else. Lift up, backstroke. I'm actually spiraling my body. Do you know what else I'm doing? It's happening with my hips as well. Same thing. It's surprising that once you learn how to use the body, how techniques translate. Hi, Amanda. Amanda, we've been having a weird session today because the music keeps disappearing and I keep freezing. Ha, I'm back. I disappeared and I thought, what do I do now? It just disappeared. Okay. Let's do something else. Up, up, down. Lift. Turn out, in, out, up, down. You just gotta keep positive. Even though I'm going, what the? No, I'm not doing that. In there. Out, out. Now, as I bend the knee, I'm going to turn into it. A bit of style, a bit of folkloric style. Out, in, up, out, and then out, in, dum, da, 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 da. What am I going to do next? Da, and I lift into that. I don't just move my body, I actually lift into it. Da, da. Again. Da, da, da. You lift even more. I like this step. Can you tell? Okay. All right, now let's move the arms around, arms around, arms around. Now we're going to do, I'll just have another go, you know, cello suite. Oh no, I can't. Bizet. Oh. Might work, might work. Might not. So we're going to do, this movement is going to be a slight upper body twist. So let's just try that. Slight upper body twist, which doesn't involve, it's working, which doesn't involve hips for this one. This is not like lifting up. We're going to swivel our upper body, bring our hands back. Don't let your head do this. Just leave the head where it is. And then we're going to reach and then come back. All right, you see what I'm doing? So I'm and back, and then swivel, not with the hips though, and then lean back. It's a little bit more complicated. Now, this is what I want to add now. Beautiful movement. Dance, waltz of the flowers. Actually, I used my head a bit, didn't I? Just be careful. Impulse from here. Lift up, lift up. Reach forward. Reach back, not with your tummy out. Now don't fall off. Reach forward. I've made the music. Got it. Hold it. Lift up. I brought my leg in there. Lift up. Lift up. Sit right on your sit bone. Hi. And float it down. Hi, Amanda. Lift up. Lift up. See the shape I'm making? They're not behind me. They're a bit in front. I think Jack did ballet too, didn't you? And probably Ornella. Yeah, probably a few of you have done ballet. All right, now we're going to turn side on and lift up. Keep going. Now, stretch out that leg, but touch the knee if it hurts. Just stretch here. Lift love it that you stayed even though we had all that time with no music. Stretch out that leg, really feel the stretch here. But don't stretch there unless it's easy. Come back. Arms in front, shoulders falling down. Back lay down. Now keep the upper arms at that level. External rotation of the forearms. Slight internal rotation of the upper arm. Hi Sam, we've just had such with the internet and the music. Thank you for calling by. Okay, let's just take our legs straight out to the side. And we're going to turn it out and turn it parallel. So our knees face knee to the ceiling. Oh, I got a cramp. Knee to the front. Lift up. Knee to the ceiling. Front. The front. Knee to. Okay. With the legs. Swim for your lives. Like in the session. Now I better move that. See what I'm doing? All right. So right at the end, I just added the Alexander technique, just standing and sitting. So let's just think about that again. It's different from doing this, isn't it? Whoop. And I did a second ago about the pelvic position and where you might want to lock the knees and why you don't the knees. Tuck the pelvis under, tuck the tail under. So we're just talking about tilting the pelvis slightly as you lift into it and making sure we keep that little bit of a curve that we're meant to have. Tuck the tail. I don't know whether you did ballet, but I was just talking about ballet and how when I was training, they always used to say, tuck your tails under. Tuck your tail under, they'd say. But the thing about that is, which I've learned later on, is that when you tuck your tail under, it locks into position. So it's great if you're a gymnast or a diver and you're upside down, or if you're you have an acquired brain injury and you know you need to lock something to help you get up. But apart from that, it's not a good idea. So we need to maintain our slight curve. And when we're turning, when we're externally rotating the legs, we're doing that in the socket, so we're not disturbing the pelvic position. And that's the rationale behind it. And getting that curved, flat, sort of flattened spine, it's not a good idea, is it? I mean, I could use some glutes training. I know who to come to then, don't I? Sam. So, yes, I'm sure you could do a lot for me. Anyway, let's do something else now, just to finish off, a little bit more back work, because it's always a nice thing to really use those backs. We've done some spirals. We might do some sideways tilts now. Now, with this one, we're going to, if you can put your hand there, if you can't, just bring it down to here like that. But we're going to now tilt over to the side, but we're not going to move our hips, all right? We're just tilting from here, all right? So the other one, tilt from here, and tilt from here, tilt from here. Now we're going to do curve and curve. So it's actually curve and curve and curve. And I think when we've done that, that'll actually be enough. Because if I try and get more music, I could try, I'll try, but it probably won't work, going by what's happened today already. It's happening. It's actually. Now, when the arm comes up, what happens with the shoulder? Not this. So let's just take our arms here. Let's think about that whole concept of shoulders falling apart, scapulae drawing down, not pincering together, because that's going to make it more difficult, isn't it? Because that neutral spine and that core engagement. So we want to lift our rib cage away from our hips, but we don't want to stick it out. And besides, it ruins the spine. So here, lift, lift. Okay, keep it nice and light. Lift. That's really the upper body, isn't it? Turn the head. Turn the head. Right down. Right down. Okay. I'm going to do something else now, just because. I'm going to bring one as high as you can. Place it over the top, your foot over the top of the other knee, and lift up as tall as you possibly can. And actually bring the other foot in, so you can sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up. You'll feel that in your hip flexors. And lift up. Ooh, ooh, lift up. Now see if you can do that. See how do it as high as you can. Lift up, lift up. Oh, you'll feel that. Sorry, I'm making these a little bit hard now. We're going to bring that knee back. See that? Lift up. Just one more of those. Okay, so I'm turning that way. See the position of the thigh? It's not turned out, it's actually turned. All right, lift up. Just do this to finish. Oh. Reminds me of my classical ballet days. Yes, Amanda, I'm sure it does. You would have been a very sweet little dancer. As you are now. And we're going to curtsy now. And bow. Time for me to walk the dogs. And go down. Now when I've got music and I've got it really loudly because I was just, you know, deprived before. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying. Thank you for staying. This was, hi Jenny, how are you? We're just going now, but lovely to see that you popped in. I'm going to wave to you and I'll wave to Sam. Say hi to everybody else. And Amanda's waved to me. Hi Jack. Hi Suzanne. And hi Ornella. Hi Madeline. I'll be back, and I'm hoping the internet will be better, but we'll just play it by ear, and if it's a little bit interrupted just over this break, we'll just to us. Anyway, is anybody you think classes, do not forget to let them know, and you can invite them, and I'll just accept them, or you can accept them even, I think, but